Okay, so I've just had a wander through. I've got no idea what I'm doing, what to see. Yeah, sensory overload. It's nuts, right? Hey folks, it's Finn. Nice to see you everybody, and a big welcome if you are new to my channel. So this week I am at Vidcon in London for 3 days. It's my very first time at Vidcon. I'm a complete Vidcon virgin. So I thought I'd vlog the whole weekend, because one of the questions I had when looking at getting tickets was, is it worth it? I've paid for a creator pass, which means I have access to lots of workshops to improve my videos, my audio, my marketing, and generally YouTubing as a business. So I wanted to look at whether it's worth it, and also with a little side question as well, am I too old for VidCon? Because I am one of those YouTube dinosaurs. I'm 46, so join me for the next couple of days while we answer those questions. I'll take you on a tour through VidCon, and at the end of the weekend I'll do a summing up of the whole process, so stay tuned to the end of the video for that. Come on then. Right, I'm registered. Creator track, I have a badge. FinnTheInfinncible. I have a free bag. And I have my VidCon program. So I'm set to go. Now I just need to find my way around. I'm going to find the cloakroom, dump all of this, and then we'll have a little bit of explore, get our bearings, work out what's going on where, and go from there. What I'm really liking so far is that I found loads of places to chill out, because for me it's so important at a venue like this. My anxiety means that this can sometimes be a bit much, so actually having plenty of space to be able to get away for a bit is really good. Okay, so I'm in, less stress now. Put my coat in the coat room, that's sorted. So this up here is all for the industry, but I don't know if it's just this year, but as a creator we're actually allowed to access the afternoon sessions of the industry track. So I'm going to go to a couple this afternoon on brand building, and there's another one. So that's really good, just to get a taste of the content of what I would get if I went to the next tier up, which is the industry track. So very excited, and I'm even more excited to see that there's actually food. I'm not sure if everyone's allowed that or just industry people, so I'm going to go and see what badges people have got on and what food I can get away with eating. So yes, the food is free. Look how excited I am at free food. Yes, free sandwiches, free crisps, free water. I'm not quite sure whether this is just because we're allowed upstairs today into the industry track, or whether every day there'll be food, but bonus. And I think today I'm going to be sitting on the floor like a hobo. Look, there aren't a lot of places to sit here, so everyone just sits on the floor. So I'm feeling about 50 years old right now, parked on the floor, eating sandwiches, but you know, it's a bonus because I didn't think I was going to get fed. Yes.
Actually, it's a very similar story to mine, where he started out with comics and then transitioned over to YouTube. And I remember I used to watch a lot of YouTube while I was drawing, and I remember just thinking one day, I was like, I can do that.
We took alpacas to pet-friendly restaurants in the UK, so everywhere, there's a lot of pet-friendly restaurants and hotels that let dogs and cats in. Well, we took massive alpacas in one day.
Well, they were both absolutely fantastic sessions. Really, really interesting for me to sit and listen to other YouTubers who have been going for far many more years than I have, and have many more subscribers than I do, and know what they're doing with this. To hear them talk about how they started, how they became successful, and tips and tricks has been incredible. I mean, you've got to remember that for me, this is the first time I've ever been to anything like this, first time I've ever had any YouTube videoing workshops, so this for me is really super exciting. So these two sessions have been great, so that set the scene now. I'm really excited for what the rest of this weekend brings. But for today, that's it. It was just the afternoon today, because as a creator we got access to the industry track, So the full day will start tomorrow, so it's a full day Saturday and a full day Sunday. Bring it on. And it's Saturday today, which means it's quite an exciting day, because today is the day that the community track opens, so all the fans are here today, so I expect this place is going to look so much busier, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how different the atmosphere is today and what's on offer, and just having a look around as everything now will be open and ready to explore. So we have a main stage kickoff in 5 minutes, just to rev everybody up ready, and I think this is going to be really exciting because this is going to be the real younger community side, I think, so I'm interested to see how this goes.
Good morning, Vidcon London! So I'm going to come down into the audience, and I'm going to pick some people to come up on stage, and we're going to recreate these memes together, okay? Yeah? So put your hands up if you want to get picked.
Okay, so that was a bit of fun. That was definitely for the younger audience, but it was really funny and really lovely to see them getting so excited. So back to being an adult for me, and I'm off to do some learning in today's sessions.
Probably not the most hygienic thing to do, but that mountain in the window, it's not Mount Everest, but it's the mountain next to it, which is almost as exciting, right? So.
And I spent even more time thinking about how we can help creators reach their goals on Instagram using IGTV.
Well, that was a great first couple of sessions, learning about turning hobby into a passion into a career, which is fantastic, and just had a session on Instagram TV, which was really interesting, and I'm thinking about ways that I might be able to use it, because I've experimented a couple of times, not very successfully, so I've got a few new ideas, which is cool. So it's 12:30, I've got an hour spare now, so I'm going to have a wander downstairs, because the expo lounge is open, and I'm going to go and have an explore. Oh my goodness, this is bonkers. Okay, so I've just had a wander through. I've got no idea what I'm doing, what to see. So I'm going to turn the camera off for a bit and just get my bearings. Yeah, sensory overload. It's nuts, right? So I found some peace and quiet. It's so different between the lower floors where all the community and fans are compared to up here where all the creators are. So much more peaceful up here. Bought myself a coffee downstairs, and I've since discovered that in the creator lounge there is free coffee. I should, however, have got myself a sandwich downstairs because there don't seem to be sandwiches today. But can I be bothered to go all the way back downstairs? No, absolutely not. That was a bit too much for me, to be honest. I'd really like to see what some of those stalls have got to offer, but perhaps later might be a little bit quieter to do that, because I just need to chill out for a bit, drink me coffee before workshops this afternoon start for more afternoon learning. One of the awesome things about coming here as a creator is you get access to a networking lounge. There's an app called the Brella app where you go on, you fill in all your details, the sort of content you make, and it matches you with similar creators, and then you can message each other, arrange to have a meeting over the weekend in here. So this is the networking lounge, so we have tea, coffee available here, and then you can get matched with people, and then you can arrange to meet here on one of these numbered tables and have a chat, whether it's just to network or to talk about brand deals or whatever. So it's buzzing in here, but a lot more calm than it was downstairs. There's still kind of a few stalls up here, as you can see, but the majority of it is just all about networking, workshops, learning. Very much learning level. Lower level is more fun, young level, but another really, really good day. Got one final workshop, and then I am going to go back downstairs for the younger side of things, and there's a keynote and then an evening of music, so I'm not sure how long I'll stay for that, but hey, have to experience it all, right?
And we'll get to know how these guys have helped YouTubers, particularly Maddie and Chris, money, and we'll find out from Jessica how she's grown and monetized her channel.
I asked anyone who worked at YouTube, what is watch time? They couldn't tell me, right? They're like, oh, it's minutes watch, and then someone would be like, oh, it's how long they spent on the platform.
That is a wrap for the workshops today. So now I'm going to head back downstairs on the community track because there's a keynote evening, which could be just as bonkers as the expo lounge. So I'm going to give it a go.
Hello everybody, how are we all doing this afternoon?
I've got to talk to you about one thing, right, because I've only learned this year. Have time away from your phone.
And I just want to say to you, believe in yourself, because we live in a crazy, stupid, magical world, which nobody would have dreamed of, and all you have to do is believe that you can make yours true.
We've all been brought together by the internet, by the wonder of YouTube, that allows for such diverse representation. Whoever you are, whatever it is you struggle with, however you would class yourself, there's going to be someone else like that on YouTube.
That was actually really surprising. I thought I was just going to go and watch a couple of those. That wasn't what I was expecting at all. It was really, really lovely and really inspiring. They all had a really positive message about why they do YouTube, and it's really lovely to be reminded of exactly what is so special about YouTube is that it gives people a platform that wouldn't normally be seen anywhere. You know, you can find yourself represented on YouTube, you can find role models that are like you on YouTube, and that's what attracted me to YouTube in the first place and what keeps me there. So it was really lovely to hear all of the creators speaking about that and about why they do this. That was actually surprisingly lovely. So now it's back upstairs for creator networking. I'm not quite sure what that's going to be about, but I think it's more of an organised network, so rather than just sitting in the lounge and having the opportunity to talk to each other, I think this is going to be more of an organised networking session. I don't know, but I'm going to find out. So yes, it's like a more organised meet and greet session, so there's snacks, drinks and what have you, just to give us a bigger space, I think, just to come together. So it's always difficult for me being in recovery when there's a whole row of wine glasses, but you know, I'm well practiced at this stuff. But just to bear in mind, you know, I always think ahead at events like this. What am I going to do if this stuff happens? If I'm feeling okay, then I'll stay here hanging around, which I am. If I'm not, I'd go away. But I feel fine, I don't feel anxious, so I'm okay to socialise. I just know to get myself a glass of water in my hand, so my hand's occupied. Well, I had a bit of a nibble and a bit of a mingle. I'm rubbish at small talking and mingling. Makes me feel so awkward. And I'm so tired as well, so I'm going to go downstairs, watch a bit of this night with music. So that wasn't a night of music, it was a night of awesome. It's a night of music tomorrow. Bit too much screaming for me, I'm feeling old again. I've done an hour, so it's time for me to get home, get an early night, so I'm ready for my final day tomorrow. Morning folks, ready for day 3, final day at Vidcon for me, Sunday at Vidcon. I'm here really early this morning, it's only 8:30, but I wanted to try and get in early, get my bag in, and then see if I can get in the expo hall early and have a look around before it gets too busy. So I might forego the first session this morning just to get in there, but we'll see.
There's a debate going on, depending on what tier you're in, whether relevant tagging is relevant to your videos or not relevant to your videos.
So as you can see, I didn't go to the expo lounge. Didn't think that one through because of course it opens at 9, so everyone was queuing. So I thought I'm not going to do that. So I've done a session. I'm going to do a couple of sessions up here. I am going to try and get in that lounge at some point, but we've got a bit of time to kill now, but not really enough time to get down and back up again. So I'm just going to stay here and chill out. I'm tired. Next up is LGBT networking, which I'm really, really looking forward to, meeting a few more LGBT creators. So I have now made it back downstairs to the expo lounge. It's not quite as busy as it was yesterday, so it's a bit easier to have a look around, but I had to stop because I found mac and cheese for £6.50. Not bad. So it's easier to have a look around today, so I'm going to stuff my face, then have a quick walk round again and try and show you a few of the stalls that I didn't get to show you yesterday. So I'm back upstairs. I did have a little bit more of a wander around. It was a bit easier than it was yesterday. It was a bit more room, but it's mainly kind of merchandise stalls more than anything and stuff for sale. There are a few kind of like useful stuff, like there's a few teaching things around editing and stuff, but mainly it is more geared to the younger generation. There's all games and stuff to take part in, so not that much for me, but it was just lovely to see all of the community and all the fans just loving YouTube and interacting and taking part. So that bit of it was definitely enjoyable. But it's back upstairs for the final couple of sessions for today.
Millions of pounds worth of revenue for the channels that I run.
That's all the learning done for today. So now it's night of music. I'm probably going to manage about 20 minutes of this before I need to crash out, but it's a nice way to finish off the day.
This song is about self-love. We've got to be kind to ourselves. I lost the peace on myself on the way, 'cause no one even noticed.
So that brings us to the end of VidCon. It has been an absolutely amazing few days. So, to sum up and answer the question that I posed at the beginning, was this worthwhile? Was it worth spending the money on the creator ticket? Absolutely yes. There are so many different types of workshops on all manner of things for all different levels of YouTubers, right from people who are just about to start to people more mid-level like me and to further more experienced people. I've learned loads about thumbnails, using analytics, designing stuff, using software, inspiration from YouTubers who've been going for many more years than I have, tips and tricks. Oh my word, it's been so worthwhile. It's worth every penny. So if you're thinking about it on worthwhile values, absolutely. In terms of age, I can't lie. At 46 years old, there are times of this weekend I felt quite old, but that's been mainly in the more fan-based side of things. Where I've been in the expo hall or in the main auditorium, that's been much younger focused, but that makes sense because that's YouTube's demographic. However, on the upper floors where we've been doing the workshops, the age groups are actually much more varied and much older, and I haven't felt too old at all. all in all, it's been fantastic. The way it's run, the organisation, security, they're using the app they provide you with that you can go on and schedule everything for yourself, and the Brella app for networking, that's been useful. Loads of networking sessions too, which is great for meeting other YouTubers, connecting with people, finding more information, collaborative stuff. All in all, I can't sing praises enough, as you can see. I've absolutely loved it, and I shall be back next year with bells on. Okay, possibly not bells, because otherwise if I say that I've got to hold myself to it next year, haven't I? Thanks for joining me for a fantastic weekend. If you liked this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and become part of our fabulous Finn fam. Take care of yourselves, folks. See you again next week.